Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma and today I am going to be covering 6 types of negative people and how to discern them, okay? So how to spot them as you go through life. Now there are 6 that I'm going to be covering, and the first one is the Negative Nelly archetype. So this is basically people that are critics, haters, naysayers, doubters. They always have something negative to say. They always have something to basically say that is going to hinder you from a positive perspective over anything. They basically act like they're allergic to people that are positive or of light or actually have solutions to problems that they happen to be complaining about all the time, but they just basically have a problem with the positivity, okay? So these people are outrightly negative and it's very obvious. They're rude to your face. They're also very manipulative as well, meaning they know how to change the narrative to make you feel like you're crazy and wrong for questioning their negativity, which is actually one of the traits with all of the archetypes that we're going to be talking about today. Secondly, we have the drama queen archetype, okay? So these are people that like to make a big deal out of nothing. Alright, they will make a massive deal out of the smallest things. They will criticize people for the smallest stuff ever, and basically also have tendencies like breaking stuff, so they throw tantrums. They also tend to yell at people, be dramatic, or start crying anytime they feel like guilt is creeping up on them and they're actually the wrong person in the situation. They, again, are manipulative people. Okay, so stay away from the drama queen archetype because that drama is not needed in your life, is it? Yeah. Thirdly, we have the Goody two-shoe wannabe. Now, this is one of my favorite ones to cover because it honestly does make me laugh a little bit. So these are the kind of people that have deep shadows, okay, and are a negative entity. There are good and bad souls out there, meaning that there are people that are serving a positive agenda and then people that are serving the karmic negative agenda. And it's all about a balance, but for those souls that are ready to awaken and see these archetypes for what they are and do a bit of a detox when it comes to people in your life to better your life, you're probably going to come across this video and really align with what I'm saying. So basically the goody two-shoe wannabes, like I said, they have a deep shadow side, but they also want to be accepted in society, so they will put on a fake persona of love and light. So for instance, behind the scenes, they might be someone who has a very negative perspective of the world and wants distraction and feeds on chaos and negativity, but then they have this fake persona love light page that they're going to go on to put on this act for the world, right? Like I said, the goody two-shoe wannabe. So they're going to put on this act for the world to basically, I guess, appease their own ego or manipulate people, deceive people. I really don't know why they do it, but this is an archetype that I've personally noticed amongst negative people, and it's just like they want to believe that what they do and what they feel is justified. Like they want to justify their actions and beliefs by being like, okay, but then this is what this page of mine is about. So people accept me, but then I also have this negative perspective going on in the background. So that is these people's mentality. Now then we basically segue onto the fourth archetype, which is the wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? So these people are basically, they are a bit more conscious. I mean, definitely very conscious of why they are negative. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. Like, they know why they're negative and why they want others to think they're positive, and they have some kind of agenda behind putting on an act. Okay, so wolf in sheep's clothing. Now we know that wolves are very conniving and evil, and the sheep is like more innocent. So it's like people trust someone who is dressed up as a sheep, essentially, right? So they want to lure people into their spiritual traps to believe that they are a good person. And they're doing it consciously out of spite, out of wanting to manipulate, out of being cunning, out of being deceptive, out of wanting to betray people. Because that's just what they want to do, because they're a negative person. Now, the fifth archetype is the gossiper, okay? So now these are people that can be the gaslighting kind of gossiper. So they're literally gossiping in front of you and you know it's about you. They're literally looking at you every 5 seconds, whispering in each other's ears to make you feel like you're the weird person and there's something wrong with you and you deserve to be gossiped about. And it's super disrespectful. Otherwise, the gossiper is basically someone that goes and spreads false rumors about you, or basically wants other people to think that you're a bad person, or basically wants to switch the narrative. And it's usually any negative entity starts doing that when they feel like you've clocked their true face and you know that this person is like a negative person. Then they want your mutuals to switch up on you before you even go to them to expose them. So there's a whole like cunning mind behind it. Like, it's truly manipulative, and it's also just because they're usually jealous of you and they basically, or they envy you, they want something that you have. And it's usually your light, you know, but it's like they don't like the light anyway, but they still have a problem with the fact that you're positive and you help people and so on. But it's like you could be the nicest person to this person and genuinely genuine, but because they are a negative entity, they can't help but go and gossip about you, undermine you, belittle you, and get a kick out of someone else agreeing with whatever they're gossiping about, or basically getting other people on their side and to be against you. Okay, these are negative people and you need to stay well away from these people because they are not good news. The sixth and final archetype that I will be covering in today's video is the projector. Okay, so this is a big one with negative entities. Majority of them do this, so like I have covered these as different archetypes, but you can also kind of look at it as different traits, because majority of the time a lot of negative people actually have all of these traits within them. But sometimes they're kind of like, you know, they major in one. Like, you know how you like major in a course, in a degree? Like, it's like they major in one of these traits that I've covered today. So the projector, so they basically either hate you or they're jealous of you, but they want to spin the narrative and project that negative emotion onto you and make it seem like you hate them, or like, you know, you're the negative one and you are the one that's hateful and jealous and so on, when that's truly not the case. You know, they're trying to justify their own negative emotions, but they're really not justifying it. They're more so just projecting it onto you to feel better about themselves, and so they don't have to face those feelings and emotions and that jealousy, because then they have no way to justify it, because usually they hate you for no reason and they're jealous of you, because again, it usually has to do with the fact that you're different to them, but also that you're true to yourself, and these people are not true to themselves. So yeah, that was today's video. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments section, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, be aware, I'll see you guys next time.